Yeah. We in there.
But we yes sir. Yes sir. Let me know what that one.
Yep. Yep. We ready.
My brother. Yeah, and I am. We at the spot. We on the spot. Who we got?
Man, what going on, man? Shit, you know what it is. The one and only. Captainn Platinumm in the motherfucking flesh.
Captainn Play.
Yes, sir.
Finally back. My brother.
It's good to be back, brother.
Mr. Come pick up where we putting down.
Nah, for real. That's why we put it down.
Yeah, put it down. Man. Yeah,
you know
man.
What? I ain't gonna lie, Boog. I'm feeling myself, right? So
yeah.
I wanna do something. I wanna do something special, bro. Before we even get started, get the chopping out shit. Yeah. I wanna take a moment and just give thanks to the creator, just give acknowledgement to the creator. You know what I'm saying? If you don't mind.
No, I definitely don't mind.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. In the name of the beneficent, the most merciful, the everlasting, Almighty God. Lord, we come to you and we thank you just for this moment and this opportunity to be uplifting toward others. We ask that anything that we say be from you, Almighty God, and we pray that you would give us the strength and the courage to speak the truth so that anybody who may hear it may be better because of it. We ask that you would guide us onto the straight path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors and thy grace, not on the path of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down, nor of those who have gone astray. It is in your name that we pray, and we believe as firm believers. So it is. Amen.
Amen.
I just had to, I feel like that was a great way to get started. You know what I'm saying?
The best way to get started, man. The first they ever do that, man. You know, we bringing it in with the blessings like that, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, cause we got these life lessons and we reaching and we teaching, man, and we can't do it without the Most High being involved, my brother.
Facts.
You know, without Him coming to speak through us.
Facts.
And,
Facts.
So, you know, that being said, you know, we that's our teacher, that's our motivator, that's the one who got us to where we at now to want to be able to coach and teach the next.
Right.
And, right. The last time I talked to you, man, you know, we created this thing where we want to do this consistently, where we want to get us these gems week in and week out, however we can figure it out, man. And we wanted to start this week with the men. And you know, you told me you got an acronym for the word, man. M-A-N.
Yeah.
I love for you to share that with the people, man.
I think I spoke on that last time. I said a man, you know, is just one who meets all needs.
Yeah.
And that can go, you know, that can get a little deeper than, you know, that's just on the surface. Basic meaning is one who meets all needs. You got women out who more of a man than these male. Part of my body. But I feel like in order to meet all the needs, you have to be able to accept responsibility for more than just yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, men are necessary because, and these are my beliefs. You know, these are my beliefs. I don't say that this is just absolute for everybody, but in my sight, if this is not what you believe and adhere to, in my eyes, you're not a man. And I just said that you have to take responsibility for something that's greater than yourself. You know, when I was growing up, the men that I seen, they may have did whatever they had to do, but hey, rent got paid. You know, food got put on the table. Christmas and holidays and shit like that was, you know, it was blessed. But you had these men doing what they had to do by any means necessary. Nowadays, you see a lot of people that's very dependent. You know, depending on either the next man or talking good to a female who don't know too much, and taking advantage of them. You know, selling them false dreams and hopes, and we got to get away from that, bro. cause that ain't what we is. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
A man is actually supposed to make a woman's life a little bit easier, and vice versa. You know, I ain't gonna just sit here and say that a woman don't got a role to play too, but primarily from what I know to be true is that a man is one who maintains, provides, and protects by any means necessary, and one who works. You know, based upon my beliefs. Work. By work, I mean the definition of work: mental and physical activity. Aimed at achieving a certain objective. That's mandatory, and that's the most superior form of worship. On the spiritual side, you know, um, as a byproduct of that, you get money. You know what I'm saying? If you working, you gonna get money.
Yeah.
Now, what you do with the money, that's up to you. But if you working, if you really working, you gonna get the money, and the money got a purpose too. Cause that's how you gonna pay the bills. How you gonna put the roof over the head if you ain't got the money? So you got to work. And a lot of us be scared to work. Like niggas be ashamed to say, "Man, I got to go to work."
Why is that? Why you feel
You
that
know
way?
what? It's because I suffer from the same shit. Like I told you, bro. Like a lot of niggas seek acceptance. And it ain't really cool to work. Niggas, it look like it, especially in our environment. You know what I'm saying? It's frowned upon in the sense to where it's like, this nigga lame. This nigga, you know what I'm saying? But hey, boy, that nigga fuck your bitch, boy. And he consistent.
Yeah.
And you know how hard that is to really do. To really like. And now I'm not saying don't be an entrepreneur. Don't take chances. I'm disclaimer. I'm for TC to the death of me. I'm forever taking chances. Like, hey, that's how it's just gonna go because I understand that if you don't take a chance, you don't have a chance. But you as a man, you have to work. My OG told me, bro. He said I asked him when I was probably like 13, 14 years old. I said, sir, how hard should a man work? And his response, verbatim, he looked me dead in my eyes and he said, a man should work as hard as his mind and his body allows him to. And then from that, you know how like you might hear something from an old head or it might even be a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? And they might say some shit and you don't really know what it mean at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then like some time passed, and then the shit make sense like a motherfucker. That was one of them moments.
Let me ask you: do it be after you done went through an experience that done showed you that, or do it just be just something that just came over you like a light just popped on and be like, "This what he mean"?
You know what? I feel like it's both. I feel like it's both, but only because I'm aware. Like I don't forget too much.
Okay.
So even though I might not listen to it at the time, I still heard it. You see what I'm saying? Like it might not resonate with me, but he said that. He
Yeah.
said, "Man should work as hard as his mind and his body allows him to." You
Yeah.
know,
This game.
hey, from the time your eyes open, until the time your body shut down, you're supposed to be working. And then, according to my belief system, you probably see that I practice Islam, and that's the purest form of worship. Work, work, you know,
You practice
mental and
Islam.
physical activity obtained, and it's going back to being the man. The purpose, I said, work is defined as um, mental and physical activity, metaphysical activity aimed at achieving or acquiring a specific purpose or task. And I also said that as a man, you have to attach yourself to something higher than yourself, a purpose. And so it go work. Being a man and working goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can a boy. It's easy to be a boy. They don't get it. It's that's very easy to do. Being a man is it's difficult and it's scary too. It can be scary sometimes because you got people depending on you, and then you got a lot to lose once you really develop a certain level of lifestyle for yourself, a level of, and then you constantly pursuing more, it get a little dangerous, because you get jealousy coming in, you get the, the, the fake love and all that type of shit get going on. So but you still have something to protect and provide for in one time. And I don't know about most people, but I like I said last time, I want a family. Like that's so fly to me, bro.
Yeah.
That shit fly to me for real. Like even like when I be going to the mall and shit, like, and I might hit through the mall on some low key shit, but I might see a family, the wife and the wife and the husband, and they might have a little girl and a little boy with them. You know what I'm saying? And the children just playing, and they so innocent. The father, he kind of stiff, and the mother is just watching over the children. I pay attention to all that time, and I just be like, man, that shit fly.
Yeah.
Cause that I can go buy what I want. Hey, I'm the type of man that where it's like anything I want, I get it. I get exactly what I want out of life. I don't give a damn what it is. If
Manifest.
I want it, everything I got in my life at this moment, I manifested it. From everything, from the clothes to the to the everything. And then the shit that I don't got, it's just a matter of time before it happens.
What was your processes of starting to manifest these things?
Bro, I started reading a book. I started reading a book called The Master Key System. I ain't never finished that motherfucker though. But I remember the first I think the preface of the book says some shit like, what you harbor within is what manifests without. And then they talked to, yeah, what you harbor within, what you possess within is what takes place without. And so in a sense, you are what you attract. You know what I'm saying? And so then I'm like, okay, all truth is parallel. And then I hear Jesus say in the Lost Gospel of Thomas that if they come to you and they tell you that the kingdom is in the sky, that the birds of the sky shall precede you. If they come to you and they say that the fish of the sea, the kingdom is in the sea, then the fish of the sea shall precede you. Rather, the kingdom is inside of you and outside of you. That's the same thing. You got an established and esteemed prophet, may peace be upon him, saying, speaking about the law of manifestation. And in this book, which is banned, really, that was published in, I think, 1944, dedicated to the art of manifestation. You get the same thing, and it goes in great detail. It talks about how you paint a vivid picture of your desired reality in your mind. As great detail, in as great a detail as you possibly can, and you hold that image there. And then if you pay attention, if you perspicacious, that's the word of the day. Perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in and around with human endeavor.
Hey man, say that louder, man. Say that for the boys in the back, man. Put us on game.
I said sheer perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in the realm of human endeavor. And that'll go over a lot of motherfuckers' heads, so I can really like break all that down. To be perspicacious means to pay attention. Mm-hmm. To be indefatigable means to not get tired. Right? Okay. I don't have fatigue. Right? Yeah, I need rest, but we don't really necessarily get tired. You just need rest at times. You know what I'm saying? All right?
Okay, I'm listening.
If I'm always paying attention and I'm not get tired of paying attention, I'm going to recognize different patterns. That's one of the secrets to making money. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to recognize your patterns and your behavior. I ain't got to let you know that. But if you're a flawed person, I'm going to see it because you're going to reveal it to me because I'm always paying attention. Even if you think I'm not. Or even if you say some slick shit or some left-handed shit and I overlook it or I don't respond in the way that you would expect me to.
I'm looking at the camera.
But you know, I still caught it, and so I'm perspicacious. I'm paying attention, and everybody in my circle they paying attention. And the reason I said that's one of the easiest ways to make money is because if you're paying attention, one of okay, if you basically what I'm saying is the best way to recognize how to make money, well, how to take money, because the reality is none of us make money. You know, unless you're the Federal Reserve, you're not making money. We actually taking money from other people. You see what I'm saying?
Shit,
You
okay.
convincing motherfuckers to give you their money. That's what hustling is. There's an art to it though. And one of the ways to best identify how to make it is identify how somebody else takes your money from you. So pay attention to every time you spend money. Pay attention to why and how. What that, and you'll start to see certain shit. I can't pinpoint it for anybody, you know, because everybody's different.
Yes, sir.
But you'll see certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you start getting in certain environments for motherfuckers who really having money, real paper, and you start to see how they move. You don't see them with all that flashy shit. You don't see them with all that. That's TV, bro.
Yeah.
That's you know that's entertainment. But
How you feel? How you feel about them putting that type of stuff in our face on the television, on in the entertainment industry? How you feel about that being glorified?
bruh, that's a tough question. Cause in a way, it's like it can be inspiring in the sense that it can show you a higher level of living. You know what I'm saying, and a higher level of life. So a person who may not have much and may not know anything else, you know, they may see something like that and be inspired by it. But the downside to it is a lot of the times this shit got a slant on it. It ain't real for real. You know what I'm saying? Like this, and what I mean by that is a lot of the times the shit they put in your face, they put in your face for a reason, and the reason is to line their pocket. You know what I'm saying? And you get lost in this shit.
Yeah.
If you ain't no individual thinker, if you're not a man that stands or a woman that stands on individual thought and you're susceptible, easily susceptible to being influenced, you'll get lost in anything.
Yeah.
And that's my message to the youth too. Like, shit, hey, think for yourself. I don't give a fuck with nobody. You ain't got to be cool. You ain't got niggas can say what niggas say what they want to say about me. Boy, I will man, please.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can however it come.
Yeah.
Cause that's your right. You have an opinion.
Yeah.
But look at me and look at you. If you got something bad to say about me, look at your life and look at mine. You know, and that go for anybody.
Yeah.
Cause anybody who talking bad about a person, they're not doing well. You can blank love's company, right? Misery,
Love.
success, love, peace, freedom. Whatever you put right there, that's your love company. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's a lot that go into being a man too though. It's this shit ain't easy now. It's simple. And I ain't you know, I don't want to be the spokesperson for manhood because I'm still figuring shit out my damn self. But I know enough to know I ain't got to I ain't got to go by what society say is cool to really goddamn handle my business and stand on business as a man and even be respected by so-called respected members of society.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's cheaper to be yourself. It's always cheaper to be yourself.
Be yourself, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take something from the live feed. We got my boy Marquis said that boy talking that talk, man.
Marquis, what's up, bro? I appreciate you, sir.
Stephen Walker, little bro, be listening. He also said, y'all need to bring me on there. You know Stephen Walker?
Then Nut.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Nut. Nut got a podcast on the way too. Yeah, he got some shit in the works. That boy, hey, that one of the men. Shout out to you, bro.
We got time, man. My boy say, what's the 3 keys of manhood?
Oh, that's hard. That's a great question, bro. Accountability,
Yes, sir.
integrity, and responsibility. Right?
Yeah.
I say accountability
First.
because you have to, as a man, you have to be able to accept when you fuck up as a man. Yeah. Man, you know what, bro? I fucked up right there.
Yeah.
That's the only way a nigga gonna grow, and the only way you can really know where you fucked up at is if you pay attention or you reflect on where you went wrong. That's how, you know, you niggas go to prison and do a bid and they come out and then in 6 months they touch 3-4 million. It's because they done sat down and thought about everything they done did wrong and what they done got them. And then they chose to flip their energy and put it in some other shit. And, you know, shoot past it like that. You know, them some of the smartest, no, for real. Like, some of the niggas that, hey, niggas behind the wall, them some of the smartest men you'll ever meet in your life. Facts. Them some of the smart, for real. So it's like, accountability is definitely one of the primary components. Secondarily, I said integrity. Integrity. Basically, just doing what's right. You know what I'm saying? And that's subjective. That shit's subjective. Cause what's right for me may not be right for the next man. But do what's right. At the end of the day, we all, man, we know, you know what I'm saying, right from wrong to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no reason to bump a nigga and not say excuse me. Right. You see what I'm saying? Be upstanding, be upright. That shit is attractive to real women too. Yes, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? All that tough guy shit, talking tough and looking ugly, that shit ain't worth nothing. Niggas doing that shit, you hit them in that shit. Hit them in that shit. Give them 10 pounds of pressure to their chin. They're gonna buckle up and put the police on you. That shit be a facade, and it's like, why? If I see you when I see myself, nigga, why I got to look at you with disdain? You see what I'm saying? Come on, we brothers. We ain't got to be on at odds or whatever. But niggas feel like, and we the only race that's doing this shit. Name any other race that don't stick together. Niggas hate on their partners. Backdoor their homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Tell on their motherfucking partners. That's what niggas do. White boys and Mexicans and Asians, they ain't doing this shit, homie. These folks family oriented. You can go to the gas station down the street, Arabs on it, the dad in that bitch, the mama, the brother, the sister. If I'm lying, stop fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And then thirdly, I said responsibility. Wow. Because being responsible, you know, responsibility breeds intentional discipline. What I mean by that is you're responsible and you got people that you're responsible for. You got a responsibility to maintain and provide and protect a certain lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. That forces a man to be disciplined, to follow a certain set of rules, a personal code of conduct. You know what I'm saying? A personal code of ethics, because the purpose is bigger than him. You know, I can make my money and I fuck all my money up, but if I got people responsible for me, I got children that's how they gonna eat? You know what I'm saying? If I say I'm platinum, you know, and that really represents rarity and true strength and love and purity. And then I say I'm captain, leader, right? But nobody can't depend on me. I'm a fucking hypocrite. I go to hell for that, huh? I get no respect for it or nothing. That shit ain't cool. So I would, you know, to answer your question, Ty, accountability, integrity, and responsibility, I would say, are the three primary components of a man. You know what I'm saying? Because from that, you can develop every other skill that you need, such as consistency and resilience and persistency. All of these morals which are necessary in life, discernment. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Aggressive intelligence. All of these things can come from holding yourself accountable, doing the right thing, and being responsible for shit show. Like for a fact, I'm living proof.
He wanted to know one more question from Ty.
Alright.
How do you feel about tricking?
Tricking. Talking about like tricking all these hoes. I ain't never been that type of nigga, bro. I ain't on that. Then personally. And then I feel like in a way it's very degrading to the black woman subconsciously on her behalf and the trickster behalf. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say this is because you hear niggas holler, hey, man, I give her $40, she gonna fuck something. Boy, what the fuck is $40? This is a black woman. This is the mother of all civilization. It's the mother of all civilization, whether she know it or not. $40 for her womb, what their life produces? Yeah. $40 fucking dollars. Yeah. But that's the point we done got to. Yeah. And niggas glorify that we tricking. Now don't get it fucked up. A man, like I said, he gonna provide anything under my administration. Ain't got to want for shit. Yeah. But I don't do no tricking. Cause at the end of the day, that woman gonna fuck. Hey, if she gonna fuck with me, if she won't fuck with me. Yeah. I ain't got to come out my pocket. See, I'm really mine in real life. I ain't never came out my pocket about no bitch. Woman, female, whatever you want to call them. No, homie. That ain't platinum. That ain't platinum. Them niggas that do that shit though, they really ain't got no game and they lame, they insecure, and they hide behind their money. Yeah. Yeah, cause you ain't got no mouthpiece, no knowledge to stimulate no woman mind to get that pussy wet and have a real wanna fuck you. Yeah. Niggas ain't living like that. Niggas ain't living. Yeah, I'm just being 100. Yeah, niggas ain't. But to each his own. I'm not judging no man. Yeah, I'm not judging no man. But nah, I ain't doing no trick. Yeah. Nah, I'm the prize. You the one. Fuck that.
How do you feel about going 50-50 with a woman?
50-50.
Or do you pay all the bills?
No, man, look, bro. It just depends on your situation. Facts. The best thing you can have is an understanding. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And just because don't take everything at face value. A man has to be a provider, but that don't necessarily mean he got to pay all of the bills, right? He can provide a sense of protection and an encouragement, and if you able to, hell yeah, you got the right one, do your shit. Yeah, you supposed to, but because that's hey man, why not? Anything you give a woman, I emphasize woman. Anything you give a woman, she'll multiply, But it depends on your situation, and you ain't got to feel like you less of a man, even if you going 30-70. You heard me? Like I just said, if she gonna fuck with you, she gonna fuck with you. For you. Yes, sir. Hey, accountability. And if it's something, even asking that question, that tells me it's something within that person. You know what I'm saying? That feels as if maybe it's okay to go 50-50, or you may feel like you may not be enough because you're going 50-50. And if that's the case, and if you want to go 100-0, then there's something in you that you just should strive for. But it ain't nothing wrong with going 50-50, 40-60. Don't none of this shit really matter when it comes to relationship. A motherfucker really care about how you treat them. Women, they care about how you treat them. You know what I'm saying? How you stimulate their mind. Yeah. Yeah. You really take an interest in who they are.
Yeah, I totally agree. I want to tell why we on women before I go to this next one. Why we on women? What's the message do you have for the women today? What's on your heart to tell the women today?
Stop comparing regular real life niggas with real life situations and real life jobs to these niggas y'all see on TV. Stop doing that. Stop doing that shit. Cause that shit fucking y'all up. You know what I'm saying? That shit'll fuck a bitch up, man. It'll fuck a woman up. You might be a nigga that's working and you making $70,000, $80,000 a year, right?
Yeah.
But a bitch tripping on you because you ain't making $300,000-$400,000 or you can't buy her no Birkin.
Yeah.
Bitch, you can't buy no McDonald's. You heard me? Like, women got inflated egos too. Stop doing that shit, man. Cause even the niggas on TV, trust me when I say this, homie, and you know what's behind me. Even the niggas on TV, specifically the niggas in the NFL, and I ain't talking about all of them, but niggas that you see, it ain't always what it seems. Trust me. It ain't always what it seems. I know some major niggas. You know what I'm saying? Who done looked out for some niggas that you see on TV every Sunday or some shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So all that shit be a facade too. Cause it ain't about what you make, it's about what you keep.
Yeah.
For real. It's about what you keep when it comes to that paper. And then what you know and who you know. Cause you can fuck around and get the right phone call and make, you know what I'm saying? It's about who you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? I heard somebody say one time that everybody that you meet in your life, you meet at a certain level of your life, at a certain frequency that you vibrate at.
Okay.
You ever realize like it's certain people that used to be super cool with you don't even rock with no more?
Yes, sir.
Because your frequency went somewhere that they're dead. Yes, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's just a part of life though. So everybody that you meet, you know, they exist, but they only exist in your reality at that frequency. Once you raise to a different frequency, they don't even exist no more. I guess certainly I don't even see you ever popped up on the nigga. Damn, I ain't even see you. You know what I'm saying? that might go over a lot of niggas here, but yeah.
Man,
yeah.
Hey, Ty tapped in with Ty got a lot of questions. He should have been here for the interview.
Shout out to Ty, bro. Shout out to Ty.
He got one more, man.
Holla at me.
This one funny, man. Lunch with Jay-Z or 500K, and he want to know the reason why.
500. 500. I want 500. Nigga act like Jay-Z. Man, listen here. I got a support system that's so supreme and magnificent in the world. I ain't got to sit down with Jay-Z. Give me the 500. I know who to go to and holler at him. We're gonna turn that 500 into 500 the other way.
We gonna definitely again
triple that shit. Nah, I don't glorify no nigga. I don't worship no nigga. Fuck it. No disrespect to Jay-Z. But what the fuck Jay-Z done did that another nigga can't do?
Preach.
What? I ain't hating on no nigga. Shout out, he a billionaire. Yeah. Bro got long paper. Yeah. But if it came down to me having $500,000 and that puts me in a different position where I can provide a different life for my family, have different resources, branch off and create a different network and build and you know what I'm saying, create different companies and learn shit. Wealth starts at $150,000. Wealth, where you can begin to invest a third of your money into building wealth, generational wealth. That shit started at $150,000 a year. I got 500 racks, right? Yeah. 500. Come on, man. Now I can take some chances on some shit, and even when I fuck up, I still got. I call it fallback money. I got money I can fall back on, but I got to learn from where I fucked up at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how this shit go like. But what the fuck Jay-Z gonna tell me in them 30 minutes, and I got to go back home and my life still. Man, give me the 500. Give me the 500. We gonna shout out to Jigga, yeah. But I ain't 500, please. I'm on the side when it comes back. I'm just keeping the platinum with you, homie.
Plat.
Yes, sir.
We spoke earlier, man, and you hit me with you pray 17 times a day.
At least.
At minimum.
At least. Yeah.
You tap in with the Most High 17 times a day. Yeah. I'm one of the guys, bro, they feel like I ain't did enough if I ain't just did it in the morning and at night, you know, and it's just only 2 times a day.
Right.
So for 17 times a day, man, how do you where practices where goes into that? Where how did you get so disciplined?
Well, I told you that. I told you I spent 36 months depressed, feeling depressed rather, right?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
depression really ain't a real thing now. Feeling depressed definitely something serious. You know what I'm saying? But depression as a clinical disease, that shit don't exist. And you know, like I said, I spent 36 months day in and day out feeling depressed, worthless, right? But to answer your question, uh, man, I was having identity crisis on some shit, and I wanted to live a life that was free from all external influence. And then can't make me do a damn thing. I don't give a fuck who you is. You can't bait me up, boot me up, bundle me up, trick me. Anything I gotta do is because this what the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get to that point because I realized that everybody had a hidden agenda, or most people had ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? And it got to a point one of my big homies was telling me, free that boy too, free that boy. He was like, boy, you need to read the book of Muhammad. But what he really meant was the Quran. I fucked around and opened the Quran up home, and the rest was history. And then, you know, in Islam it's called the Salah. And it's a very and it's a religious practice. That's what religion is. It's anything you do out of practice or out of habit. I could smoke weed religiously. I could go to the gym religiously, you know. But to pray, to talk to my creator, that's my comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's weird because it's gonna sound weird, but in knowing that, I realized I had 3 different type of sights. I realized I had insight, foresight, and hindsight. Like I can look back on some shit and reflect on it.
Yeah.
I can look inside of myself, you know what I'm saying, and reflect on that as well, or extract what's going on from what I've looked back on in my hindsight, and then that gives me the capability to have foresight to see what's coming. And through prayer and through talking to the Creator, and listening to my spirit, that's huge. That's I can't emphasize that enough, bro. Listening to your spirit, um, that puts you on the path of effortless mastery. It puts you in a place to where, because you're always calm and relaxed, and you can think and observe and analyze at the same time.
Yeah.
And so you can make a real difference in real time because you're being perspicacious. Going back to what I was saying earlier, you know, perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in the realm of human endeavor. It don't matter what we're doing, you know. But and the way it got to the 17 though is I break this down. I ain't never that, but anybody who practices Islam, anybody who's a Muslim knows this. So you praying 5 times a day, right? It's 5 different salahs. It's different times every day based upon the rotation of the earth in relation to the moon. But you got Fajr, Dur, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha, right? Fajr is 2 rakats. And so you're reciting a salat twice. And then I say you got Dur, that's 4. Asr is 4, right? So that's 10 already. 2, 4, 4, and that's 10, right? And then you got uh Maghrib, that's 30 rakat, that's 3, right? Which is 13.
Yeah.
Now Isha Isha is 4 rakat. That makes 17. Right? At least. I might see some shit nigga might do me, or some shit might get me in a negative, and I have to. I got to tap my head, because I know myself and I know what keeps me. And you heard what I just, even at the beginning of the live, I said, guide us onto the straight path.
Yes, sir.
The path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors and thy grace. Not on the path of those upon whom thine wrath is brought down, nor of those who've gone astray from the path. The path of what? The path of righteousness.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I know.
And so I have to continuously ask myself and stay on myself, because shit, men are created, the human being is created in weakness. But hey, I serve something higher than myself at this point, right? And I've been made secure, peacefully and respectfully. That's why I say it take more than a gun to kill me. Even when I'm strapped up, or when I ain't strapped, I always got a gun. Because I know God and I understand the universe and I understand nature. That's the gun I need right there. GUN, gun, universe, nature. Yeah.
Hey man, these folks, they living what you got to say. They keep coming with the question, man. Marquis got one. He want to know.
How let me Marquis?
48 laws of power, right? He want to know your top 3.
Top 3 laws. Number 1, never outshine the master. 48, assume formlessness. And I'm gonna say law number 4. I always say less than necessary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's very important to have more than you show. I'm saying less than you know. It's very important to always make sure you're never outshining your master, never biting the hand that feeds you, never neglecting where you got the game from. Always honoring that, respecting that. You know what I'm saying? And assuming formlessness, meaning not putting yourself in the box. You know what I'm saying? Not feeling like you got to act or behave a certain way or be accepted by us. Fuck them people. Be your motherfucking self. Who gonna play with? Man, please.
That man got mic drops left and right in this mode, man.
I'm just being sincere, bro. Like, I ain't with that. I don't seek no acceptance of nigga. Shit, let me tell the nigga need to be like me. I ain't doing nothing to fit in.
Yeah.
Fuck a nigga.
Yeah.
And you can't gaslight me neither.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh man, this nigga lame as hell. Boy, I fucked you. Boy, I fuck your old lady. Yeah, man. Niggas just be talking. And half of these niggas ain't. They don't love their damn self.
Okay.
Real talk. They don't love that. They don't know their damn self. So when niggas be trying to make niggas do shit that ain't raw, that ain't raw. That shit ain't player. You tell a nigga throw his life away. That ain't fucking cool.
It's trash.
You a lame. You a sucker. That shit whack.
Talk your know I play.
That shit whack.
Yeah.
Tell a nigga to stay out the way. Tell a nigga get some money.
Yeah.
Stay out the way. Do some shit that ain't been done.
Yeah.
It be different.
Where mama used to say, stay in the child's place.
Stay in the child's place, homie.
Yeah.
But and guess what? That shit crazy because a lot of niggas children. A lot of these niggas children. And I ain't speaking on no nigga. I don't want to get too far in that subject, but sometimes you don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? For real. Sometimes a nigga don't know no better. But it's like all I can do, and I know me and you talked about this off camera, all we can do is be the example. As best as we can, be the best version of ourselves to where it's not so difficult for a motherfucker to feel like, oh man, I can start a podcast. I can cut hair and be that nigga. I can, you know what I'm saying? I can work a regular job, be that nigga. Like, cause you really think about it, that's the real world and that's really winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really winning. Men just gotta get back to being men, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a big difference between the older men, like the OGs, and the young men nowadays.
Yeah.
A huge difference
Mm-hmm.
from the mannerisms to like, young niggas talk a lot, do the most to be seen. Old niggas be low key. They don't talk too much. They don't want all the friends. And it's just a big difference. Men got to get back to being men.
Yeah.
Stop hating too, man. Stop hating. Stop all that motherfucking hating, man. Damn. Niggas be hating, bro.
Play. We done reached 6:30, dude. How much more time do you got with me?
I actually need to move, but ask me whatever you want to talk about.
Okay. I've been getting my people about support lately, right?
Yeah.
Been letting them know like I come from a family who support me. I got a bunch of people around me who support what I do, and that's the type of stuff that they kept me believing in myself, and they kept me going, and they got these type of things going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
What's your take? You know, because we come up in Belsman now.
For sure.
Well, a lot of people come up in one-parent households,
Yep.
and you see a lot of people lacking support sometimes. What's your take on the lack of support?
Man.
And black culture, if I do say.
That's a sad reality of our culture. In more than one way. You know what I'm saying? The first way primarily is that, like you just said, most black women having to raise children by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And half of the time when they had children, they still children their damn self.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you see a white girl get pregnant at the age of 15, they mama and grandmama, they gonna help take care of the baby, they gonna embrace the baby, they gonna the black girl, she gonna get shamed and shunned. You a hoe, your life fucked up. You know, it's gonna be very scrutinized. And who's to say that young black girl, you know, that's a black young woman, and they develop quick. Who said she wasn't raped or taken advantage of? Just didn't want an abortion and didn't tell nobody.
Don't even know the story.
You don't know. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you, the very first thing you do is you cast judgment in a negative manner with no understanding. That's why I say a lot of people lack insight. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on. So that causes a lack of support, and which causes what? That black woman to hurt.
Yeah.
So who suffers the consequences of that hurt? The child she's bearing.
Yep.
Now it's a perpetuated cycle.
Yeah.
And so the lack of support is prevalent and it's very relevant in our community. But that shit need to stop too. Unity and loyalty is the way to win. When you see a black woman, you should see the mother of all civilization, bro. Nothing. Who came from anything other than the black woman? That's the mother, you know. Yeah, you hear it all the time. Mother Nature. You know, man. We got to be better men to our women, and then maybe perhaps the women to be better women to the men. Cause you can really train a woman. You can train a bitch. You can train a hoe. Cause and I'm using it in layman's terms. You know what I'm saying? But most women don't think past the age of 14 years old. They need leadership. They need instruction and direction. And you can provide that for them in a way that fulfills and satisfies their life. They give their life to you.
Mm-hmm.
They give their life to you, man. Yeah.
What's the benefits of fame?
Fame? I don't know. I don't know. Cause I'm not famous. So it'd be hard for me. Now, I can say there are certain famous people who have put out certain types of content that has resonated with me and made me look at life in different perspectives. So that could be a benefit of it, but personally, I feel like a lot of the times we overrate famous people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we overrate them.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers put their pants on just like we do. They just happen to be on TV every day.
Yep.
You know. And if you had a publishing deal or a distribution deal or a multimedia marketing team behind you, you know, there was $1 billion corporation invested only in you and making the public see you in a certain way, you'll be on TV every day too. That don't make a nigga no better than, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I know exactly what you're saying.
That don't, you know, that shit ain't about nothing. I want the money so I can do what I'm supposed to do by God.
Who would you say are your top 3 mentors?
I listen to myself a lot, bro. I talk to myself a lot. A lot. But I said my OG, he'll forever remain anonymous. Shout out to him, bro. He know exactly who he is. I got my uncle. I got an uncle. Shout out Dope. My uncle raw as hell. That nigga that raw. You think I'm raw? That nigga that raw.
What's his name?
That name Dope Boy.
Oh, okay.
That nigga that raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got some knowledge. He got some gems. Who else I got? I can't count myself, huh? So I got.
Yeah, why not?
I said my OG, my uncle. Oh, if I can count myself, then yeah, my motherfucker. No, I take that back. I don't listen to her all the time, cause I don't want to hear this shit. But my mama got more game than anybody. Shit, that motherfucker the truth, homie. I don't know nobody who single-handedly came from out of poverty to motherfucking, and you wouldn't even know it, Playboy. Yeah. She humble, but mine, please, that lady, that the truth. Yeah. Shout out to Mama Yo, in real life.
Real life, shout out to Mama Yo. Man, I know we went over time with your Platinumm. I don't want to keep holding you, man. So what you want to close it out with, man, for this one, man? You know, we'll tap back in with them when we can, but how we closing this one out,
man? You know what? We'll close it out with a message, bro. We'll close it out with a story, actually. So one day, the truth was walking down the street, and he ran into falsehood, and they started having a conversation. And in that conversation, they decided they was gonna have a contest, and the contest was both truth and falsehood was gonna go into the water, into the pool, and see who could stay underwater the longest, right? So both truth and falsehood agreed. And so as time would have it, surely the challenge began, the contest began. But of course, they had to take their clothes off before they got in the water. So truth take clothes off, falsehood takes his clothes off, and they get in the water, right? So while they underneath the water, falsehood jumps out of the water, right? Takes his clothes, but also puts on the clothes of truth and walks back into the city. Truth then realizes falsehood that got out of the water. So he gets up and get out the water. He looking for his clothes. He ain't got them. So he walking back through the city. And he butt naked, right? Mm-hmm. And this falsehood walking through the city with the clothes of truth on, everybody believing that he's the truth, right? The moral of that message, or the moral of the story is, most people would believe a well-dressed lie than the butt-naked truth. Captainn Platinumm, I'm checking out.
Wine.
That was hard, bro.
And it just said, I hope it ain't stopping when they had them 20 minutes.
That was hard.
Man, that was great.
We done that.